A major Supreme Court decision just reshaped how presidents can use tariffs, and the impact is already being felt across Wall Street, Washington, and global markets. The ruling clarifies the limits of presidential emergency trade powers, including authority used under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. In Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. Markets reacted immediately. Politicians responded quickly, and economists say this could redefine U.S. trade policy for years to come. Here are the 7 powerful effects of the Supreme Court's tariff decision you need to know. The Supreme Court's latest ruling on presidential tariff authority marks one of the most significant trade policy decisions in recent years. The court clarified that while presidents retain emergency powers to impose tariffs under statutes like the International Emergency Economic Powers Act and Section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974, those powers must have defined limits. First, the ruling establishes stricter standards for justification, oversight, and duration of emergency tariffs. Presidents can no longer rely on broad or indefinite claims of economic emergency without clear congressional authorization. Second, the decision strengthens Congress's role in shaping trade policy, reinforcing constitutional checks and balances. Financial markets reacted immediately. The Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq experienced volatility as investors assessed the long-term implications. Analysts describe the decision as structural, meaning it could reshape expectations for U.S. trade enforcement. Globally, the ruling signals that U.S. tariff policy may become more predictable, though potentially slower to respond during crises. Businesses dependent on imports and exports are closely watching for regulatory updates. Politically, the decision has intensified debate over executive authority and trade enforcement, particularly in an election season. Ultimately, this Supreme Court ruling sets a national precedent that future administrations must follow, reshaping the legal framework for how emergency trade powers are used in the United States. The Supreme Court's tariff decision marks a turning point in U.S. trade policy. It reshapes executive power, impacts financial markets, and sets new legal standards for the future. Whether you're an investor, business owner, policymaker, or simply following the news, this ruling matters. If you found this breakdown helpful, like this video, subscribe for more political and economic analysis, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Drop your thoughts below. Does this decision strengthen the Constitution or limit economic flexibility? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.